watching and listening to every self-improvement advice that is under the moon. And that's even why you clicked on this video, because you read the title and thought to yourself, if I apply these 7 habits, I can become a millionaire. And yes, this is actually true. But if you are someone that will not take these habits and actually apply them to your life, just click off of this video, because this is meant for someone who is actually willing to make a change and make something of themselves. Let's put a broke person at one end and a millionaire at the other. Only the top 1% of people are actually millionaires. Now, how do you get to that end goal, which is a millionaire? You have to avoid everything that the 99% are doing. And the biggest thing that this group of people do is that they take in information, but they do nothing with it. My goal with this video is to help all my future entrepreneurs out there that have that drive and have that passion, but want to take it to the next level and understand 7 principles that will take you there. I'm not sure if you guys know me, but I'm currently 19 years old and I've made over $2.5 million. I became a millionaire at 18 and I even retired my mom. I put her in a penthouse, bought her dream car, and I'm even working on buying her another house. Through all of my business ventures, investments, and habits, I have literally never failed. Now that goes to the contrary belief that you have to fail over and over and over, which is true for 99% of the people, but I can sit here and confidently say I got half lucky and I'm just a crazy son of a bitch who's just always been so motivated and disciplined since like actual birth. I'm just saying that I have a core root of fundamentals that I'm going to teach you guys today. And I promise you, if you watch until the 7th habit, you can now differentiate yourself between the 99% of brokies and become the top 1% of millionaires. You will leave your old self behind and evolve into the person that you were always meant to be. This is how long the rest of the video is going to take, and if you cannot watch through this, then entrepreneurship just isn't it for you. Because I have been there. Only 4 years ago, I was literally a waiter and I was getting my fucking tips stolen, only making $14 an hour, busting my ass off every single day after school, not making a fucking penny. Well, at least compared to what I fucking make now. Because unlike these fucking famous gurus and shit, I'm just a normal ass person. I'm only 19 years old. I may be inked up and shit, but I really am just a kid. Basically, I know what it feels like to start from absolutely nothing and how actually hard it is. I'm not gonna try to make it seem like this shit is easy, like, oh, anyone can become a millionaire if they tried. No. Like I said, you have to beat the 99%. And to start off with, principle number 1 is that you have to be accountable. If you've heard this intro and you go, oh man, nah, that's not me, nah, that's not me, nah. Just think to yourself if that is actually true. Okay, some of you guys really may take this information and may actually go do something, but the average person cannot see behind their self-inflated ego. As surprising as it sounds, the richest people on earth are actually the most humble. And this is because you have to be humble to understand your faults, to understand what you're doing wrong, to understand what you need to be improving. If you're just sitting there laying down all day doom scrolling through TikTok and people ask you what you're doing with your life and you immediately get defensive, that immediately tells me that you are not self-accountable, you're not self-aware, and you just simply make excuses for the things that you can't handle. Now, I'm not trying to talk shit, but the biggest thing that you can do is to get rid of your inflated ass ego. If you were in a room with a bunch of millionaires and millionaires are bouncing ideas back and forth, trying to help each other, not a single person in there is going to have an inflated ego and just start arguing with people, getting defensive and saying, no, you're wrong, you don't know what I'm doing. They're just going to take in that information, agree with it or disagree with it. Because the second that you are accountable, you can put those habits into place. You can sit down and be like, okay, yeah, maybe I am doom scrolling, maybe I am a piece of shit, maybe I am a dickhead to my family, maybe I am a dickhead to my friends, maybe I'm not actually that hard of a worker as I thought I was, maybe I'm actually fucking lazy. Because guess what, the first step to actually improving is to think that there's a problem in the first place. If you don't think that there's a fucking problem, then you're not going to do anything to change it. Now, I'm so passionate about this subject because literally everyone, and I mean everyone within my age group, even 30-year-olds, even fucking 50-year-olds, you will notice that if you present cold hard facts to them, if they personally in their experience in their life don't believe you, even though all the facts point to that being the fucking truth, they will swear on their lives and argue with you for hours that that shit is not true. I'm sure you guys deal with it too. Your parents, your friends, your relatives, all they do is argue and say that you're wrong and say that no, this is better. Not trying to talk shit about your parents, but they are the 99% of people. And now this goes into my principle number 2. Do not listen to those around you. Now let me deep dive into this shit. The one core fundamental that I truly live by and have always lived by ever since I fucking gained consciousness is that if I would not switch places with you, I'm not going to listen to a fucking word that you're saying. Now you have to take this with a grain of salt, because if they're actually genuinely helping, they have good advice and they have good experience and they're trying to help you because they love you, then that's different. But ever since I became successful, all of a sudden everyone wants to teach me how to manage my money, what I should actually be doing, how to treat the family and friends around me. Like, motherfucker, would I switch places with you? I got to where I'm at because of my core fundamentals. Let's say you tell that one uncle that you really look up to, that you actually really enjoy, and you say, oh, uncle, I want to create this business. You know, I have so much passion, I have so much drive, there's so much opportunity here. And he goes, no, stick to a job, stick to this, you should do this, you should do this. You know, that doesn't actually work. Understand that you cannot let that affect you, because those around you will not understand what position you're in, the generation we're in, the opportunities that are here. You're literally watching me right now through a screen, and all of this is my years and years of experience. 20, 30 years ago, you couldn't do this shit. So their information, tactics, methods, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it is simply outdated. Let's say I have a bunch of business advice that I could give you. In 20 or 30 years, that's going to be completely out fucking dated. It works the same concept backwards. Stop listening to people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. If you wouldn't switch places with them like that, do not listen to them, okay? Do not, because it will demotivate you. It will sometimes even make you depressed. It will cause arguments, and it'll just fuck up your entire mental. Trust me. Man, on my journey to becoming rich, me and my mom argued every fucking day. For more context, I dropped out of high school my junior year, and my parents are Asian. I'm sure you guys understand where the fuck I'm going with this. But do you think my mom gives a fuck now that she's in her penthouse, driving her $130,000 car, buying Hermes bags and fucking jewelry and buying Rolexes and shit? You think she gives a fuck? The thing is, they're looking out for you, which is very true, but their methods are completely outdated. And half the time, these people are just jealous. They see that you have drive, they see that you have ambition, they see that you have something, they're gonna try to tear it down just because they're insecure. Whereas someone like me who is already successful, I don't gain anything from telling you this shit, I just want to help you. That is the difference between the circle that you want to be like and the circle that you want to avoid. Now moving on to the third principle. I want you guys to pay attention very closely, because this one is kind of everything. You could literally have Alex Hormozi's brain, have all of his strategies, be as smart as him, but if you never take action, you're as good as a piece of shit on the side of the road. Like, let's just be real, because you can either be a consumer or you can be a creator, and I'm a fucking creator, and so are you. That's what you want to be. You don't want to be the one getting sold every day on TikTok shop. Oh, buy this it's 50% off. You want to be the motherfucker who's making those sales. You want to be the motherfucker building that brand, building that business, making that money, not spending your money. So in order to do that, you need to genuinely take fucking action. And I'm not cussing just because I'm trying to be cool. I'm cussing because I'm so emotional about this type of shit to where people don't take this shit serious. The difference between the top 1% of entrepreneurs is that they have ideas, they're creative, they're smart. Yes, but if you don't do anything with those, you're just the same as the 99% of everyone else. Do you think none of these people have ideas? Do you think they're not creative? Do you think they can't work hard? They just don't take fucking action. They seriously don't. Now, this also goes into my fourth principle, boys. You have to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. The average person will avoid doing something because it is hard, it is difficult, aka uncomfortable. Now, if you cannot handle being uncomfortable, you are virtually useless. You're just sitting there waiting for someone to solve your problems, waiting for someone to do it for you, when you can simply live in the uncomfortable situation, overcome it, succeed, and then grow. Even if you're in an uncomfortable situation and you fucking fail, do you not remember the steps that you took to get to that failure? Fix it, adjust, learn, and then you can overcome that uncomfortable situation. It goes back to something as simple as, like, everyone knows how to get ripped. Everyone knows how to get jacked and big. They just can't be in that uncomfortable situation, hitting the gym every day, going on that diet, staying disciplined. It's very, very uncomfortable. Now, if you understand that you are weak-minded, weak-willed, weak-disciplined, and that you have a hard time staying uncomfortable, that's okay, because guess what? That is fucking human nature. I'm not here to ridicule you and shit, because I don't like uncomfortable situations. I fucking hate that shit. I don't want to get up every morning and fucking work. I don't want to fucking sit here and make YouTube videos for the past 3 hours. It's gonna be 10 hours to fucking script this video. But once I am done with all my content creation, with doing my business plans, with having my group calls with my team, I'm going to get a next level of fulfillment that I didn't have the day before, that I never had 3-4 years ago. I'm not gonna have that freedom of being able to do whatever the fuck I want tomorrow, to drive the nice cars, to live in a fucking penthouse, To be able to tell my girlfriend she doesn't have to work. To be able to tell my mom, you don't have to work. I'm taking care of you. You have to take on the uncomfortable situations to be comfortable later on. Because as much as these online gurus make it seem and all this flashy shit and oh, cars this and watches this, they're working like 99% of the time. And that's just normal. Entrepreneurship is a very glorified term. Entrepreneurship does not mean that you have all the time in the world. It literally just means that you are chasing your own freedom. Because I'm telling you, once you fall in love with your business, your community, whatever you're doing, you're not going to want to stop. You're not going to want to be in a Lambo and blah, 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 and just be like, oh, I want to retire. You're going to fall in love and you're going to want to keep doing it. That is what it means to be truly fucking free. Because some people are happy working, some people aren't happy working. But most of the time it's a work, because as humans, we are meant to do something. We're meant to create. We're meant to talk to each other. We're meant to do this shit. That is why every time you sit there and doom scroll and just watch YouTube videos and do nothing all day, you don't feel any fulfillment. You're genuinely not happy at the end of the day, because that is against everything in human nature. And that also goes to my principle number 5. Stop doom scrolling. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube shorts. The longer you scroll, the more time you are losing. And you are young. All you have is time. So if you waste your time now, eventually you're just going to be an old fuck with regrets. Always regret doing something, never regret not doing something. If you're doom scrolling and blah, 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 as much entertainment as you're getting, you're not getting anything from that. You have to delay gratification, okay? You're young, I understand that. We're in a world where partying, drugs, sex, porn, all that shit is amazing, because the second you type that shit in, the second you hit that little puff, you get instant gratification and instant dopamine. You are genuinely a slave. You are not your own person at this point. If you are a slave to instant gratification, you are not setting yourself up for success. As much as you think so, as much as you think smoking every day gets you productive, what the fuck have you done? As much as drinking wine or drinking alcohol is fun and it's worth it, oh, it's okay. What the fuck has that done for you? You're destroying your body. You're destroying the one thing that we need the most, our fucking brain. Smoking, drinking, being addicted to literally flavored fucking air. You're just destroying your brain. You're destroying your brain chemicals, your brain cells, the thing that you need to succeed in life. Let me take you on a little bit of a tangent. I created my first business when I was 12 years old. I actually got into drop shipping back then. Fast forward years later, I started my own e-com business. I worked every single day. Skipped all the parties, skipped all the drugs, skipped all the, oh, let's go ditch class and go do this. Because I knew that the future me would appreciate it. Guess what? Fast forward 3 years now, and I pretty much accomplished everything that anyone could have fucking wished for. If you can have the self-discipline to delay instant gratification, I promise you, you will be on top of your fucking world. Just think about all the things that make humanity and just humans in general vulnerable. Watching Netflix all day, doom scrolling on TikTok, partying, drugs, not sitting down and actually just fucking grinding. Why do you think everyone has problems? We all got fucking anxiety, ADHD, depression. We got all these fancy fucking terms. We basically all just have fucking problems. No matter what, we all have fucking problems. Minimize your problems as much as possible so that you can sit down and fucking work and get something done with your life. Now, how can you elevate this? My 6th principle, which goes into being an entrepreneur or someone who's just extremely determined, is that you have to learn a high value skill. And I know yada yada yada, all these motherfuckers always talk about high value skills. What the fuck does this mean? High value skills basically just mean that's something that you can make money with. My high value skill is sports betting. I got so good at sports betting that I turned that into a crazy profitable business. And now I run SecuredPicks, which is the biggest sports betting Discord in the world. My high value skills consist of content creation, marketing, building a business, and sports betting. And I combine all 4 to create what you're watching now. Now, I'm not saying go learn sports betting. I never ever suggest that. But I'm going to give you a high value skill that you could start right now. Content creation. User generated content is the most valuable skill that you can have. If I end up shitting the bed with sports betting, if I end up wanting to do another business, I have my marketing expertise and the ability to create content. If you can create content and sell products and sell things, you're fucking good, okay? You're gonna be set. Now I understand, oh fuck, I don't want to show my face on the internet. I don't want to just be okay with being uncomfortable, because it is what you must do. If you just sit here and say, man, I would do anything for $1 million. I would kill someone for $1 million. So you can't sit in front of a fucking camera and learn how to talk to yourself and edit videos and maybe do some research to understand how algorithms work. You can't do that, but you would do anything for it. it. Make that shit make sense. If I just gave you a business on a silver platter that's making 100 grand a month, how hard would you fight for that business? How hard would you grind? How hard would you stay up every night? And how hard would you fucking, just get that shit? Just think to yourself real quick. I can almost guarantee you, every single one of you watching this, I can almost guarantee you that every single one of you would literally do anything for this business. So why not start now? Here's exactly what I told myself back then. Oh man, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna wait, and one day it'll just come to me. Wake the fuck up, because it will not just come to you. You have to go and get it, okay? That Lamborghini sitting in the fucking parking lot that you want so bad isn't just gonna pull up to your fucking driveway one day, okay? You have to beat the 99% and you have to go get that shit for yourself. Learn a high value skill. It could be something that you're interested in. It could be even exactly what I'm doing, creating my own service-based business where you utilize your skills. My skills is sports betting, so that's why I sell that service to a large group of people and then they pay me every month. It's a subscription-based service. That honestly goes into exactly what I'm launching soon. I'm creating a mentorship where I teach people how to build their own sports betting Discord. Currently, right now, as I'm filming this, it's not out yet, but if it is out, I'll have a free training video linked down below. Completely for free, just explaining the business model to you guys if you guys are interested. It's a complete and full mentorship showing you guys A through Z exactly what I did. Security Picks makes me multiple six figures every single month. I've taken on over 5 students and every single one of them hit $10,000 a month within their first month. So if you guys are interested in learning, head down below. If you're not interested in sports betting, I 100% do not recommend you guys get into sports betting because it's a pretty stressful niche. But let's say like one of my best friends, he's interested in music and he makes beats. I was like, bro, that is your high value skill. Get good at that shit. Differentiate yourself from the market, because if you're average, no one's going to listen to you. If you're mediocre, why the fuck would they care about you? You have to learn a high value skill, but also be better than others. Now, personally, I'm better than others at it with specifically sports betting, but I'm a better marketer. That's another thing, is that marketing is an insane skill to have. If you can understand marketing tactics, human psychology, you got the world in the palm of your fucking hands, boys. Now, my 7th principle is technically a strategy, but this is what literally got me off my feet 99.9999% of the fucking time. This is back when I was beginning my entrepreneurship journey, back before I built any businesses, anything. Now, this strategy, I call it the 5-second rule. Now, let me ask you, what is the worst thing that pretty much every human has? We tend to procrastinate, and once you procrastinate, you don't get shit done. You don't take action, which literally leaves you in the same position that you've always been in: broke, not happy, and watching everyone else succeed. So I tell this to literally everybody. As stupid as it sounds, create a 5-second rule, and every single time that voice in the back of your head goes, oh, I don't want to do that, oh, that shit seems hard, oh, I don't want to pick up this piece of trash, oh, I don't want to wash my hands right now, even though that's fucking disgusting, oh, I don't want to cook dinner, oh, I don't want to take out the trash. Count in your head from 5 down to 1. The second it hits 1, you have to do it. Now, what this is instilling in your own brain is that this is an obsolete rule, okay? No matter what, and I swear to God, no matter what you do, by the time you count down to 1, you have to do it. As stupid as this may sound, this builds self-confidence, because little do people know procrastination is what literally deflates your self-esteem and your self-confidence, because every single time that there's something hard that you don't want to do and you actually end up not doing it, you just constantly tell yourself that you're not capable of doing it. And what does your subconscious brain think when you are not able to just do simple tasks? When something actually difficult comes up, you go, fuck, that shit is hard. I can't do that. I'm not someone who's able to do this shit. I'm not someone who can fucking build a business. I'm not someone who can make 10 grand a month off my phone. I'm not like these guys. Where do you think that shit stems from? That shit stems from your inability to even do simple tasks like fucking wash your hands. So create this 5-second rule, and over time, you're going to realize that you have more confidence, that you're not a procrastinator, that you actually get shit done, and that you can actually achieve a lot more than you thought. That will literally change your lives, boys. All right, enough of this fucking yap fest. And there's my fucking yap fest, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm normally not really a serious guy, but I really wanted to make this video serious because I want to get through to you. And the only time you can get through to men or women is to be firm and to hit them with so much logic that you cannot deny it. Anyways, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, and drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really just trying to help people out because everything that I've learned the past few years and what I grew up with is like seriously the most helpful shit ever. Especially because I'm just a normal person. Anyone can do it, and I'm literally living proof of that. I plan on dropping a lot more content like this. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. But anyways, I'm gonna link a video here on exactly how I became a sports betting millionaire through my personal bets as well as secured picks, the business that I built. It literally took me to a whole other height, and I want to share the sauce with you guys. But like I said earlier, I plan on dropping a free training video, so if it's up by the time you're watching this, just head to the description down below. Literally no risk, so might as well. Anyways, definitely follow me on other socials as well because I post there every day. YouTube is kind of a weekly thing. Anyways, I'll catch y'all next time, and y'all better actually start taking action.